You get it. All right, guys. So welcome to the show. Welcome to Shameless Plug.
Yeah.
Where to begin? So if you're wondering why the video isn't up for the last episode, it's because there's a lot of unsavory things we said in that. It's a premium episode, so check it out, audio. But there will be clips posted on that. Yes, thank you for tuning in to another great episode of Shameless Plug. I want to start light, and I know I told you guys last episode that we were going to have a Palestinian person on the show, and that is still true. But we aren't there yet. They're still, busy, but we are going to have that happen soon. Yeah. But I think we should acknowledge there has been a ceasefire in the turmoil,
quote unquote.
Max is putting up air quotes.
Yeah.
Why is that?
They're still gonna do their shit.
Okay, well, I obviously don't want to get into a whole thing about it because
we won't right now.
Because I know it. Well, I want to talk some stuff about it because I know it's important, but I just don't want to get into like emotional parts about it because it's like super controversial for reasons, I guess.
Yeah,
but
it shouldn't be, man. I think we all should be universally in.
Well, I mean, yeah, but my biggest question is now is it obviously is Jewish Heritage Month, like.
Obviously, I didn't know that until.
Oh, well, there's been commercials for it when I watched
it. I guess.
And my question right now is, how do you feel about the rise in anti-Semitism, Max?
Shut up.
What? Am I wrong? I was at the gym today. I'm on the treadmill. I don't watch Fox News, but it was on, so I'm looking at the headline, and it says...
Maybe go to a different gym. If Fox News
Dude, no, it was the only gym open during the pandemic. Of course, they're playing Fox News. I went there religiously. But it said in the headline that anti-Semitism is on the rise, and I want to ask how you feel about that. Because we talk about black issues so much.
Sure. I want to see in what ways. I want to see what's happened recently to make people think that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know the numbers. Mm-hmm. I just want evidence of this.
See, I'm not saying anything that bold at all. I take Jewish people's word for it. But I do have something that I think is interesting. We talked about it in the car. Ever since Black Lives Matter, right? Mm-hmm. And that was like, it was hard, it was tumultuous, but it was a quote unquote success. Because people who aren't like that left are finally starting to acknowledge BLM to some capacity.
Yeah.
So there have been a lot of people trying to copy the movement in some ways. But what they always fail to do, which I don't know if it's intentional or not, is they always fail to point out a perpetrator.
Yes.
There's only victims. And if there's a scenario where there are victims in any instance, there's always a perpetrator. Mm-hmm. In the BLM instance, it was cops mostly. And even some people went as far as to say white people. That wasn't unheard of, right? You guys saw that. You heard that. Okay. In the case of we said this on like episode 29 or whatever, like the Stop Asian Hate, who was the perpetrator here?
Yep.
In the anti-Semitism, in your opinion, Max, who is the perpetrator?
I wonder why. I wonder why we can construe current events as leading to a rise in anti-Semitism.
But who would you think would be perpetrating this? In all honesty, like I'm not even trying to be facetious.
I'm guessing there's been a lot of rather peaceful demonstrations in Palestinian solidarity. Mm-hmm. I'm guessing people's definition of anti-Semitism includes large gatherings in support of Palestinian rights, freedom.
Well, to be fair, no. Like to be fair, like I don't know if you saw it, Gabe, on your Instagram. There's people sharing like these things about how there's one story in New York where someone stood up and said, "Where are the Jews?" They said they hated Jews. They're looking for Jews. Did you see that, Gabe?
Okay, yeah.
No.
No, I can say this. Probably not real. Don't buy that.
Don't
buy that.
But we're not one to tell people.
Oh, I'm not one to tell people. Right. My bad.
Well, I mean, like you said, you are Jewish, so you have a little more leeway in this scenario.
Yeah. I'm when the Jussie Smollett thing happened years ago, I guess.
Yeah.
And, I think people, at this point, people cannot realize it was probably not real, probably fake. Mm-hmm. One thing that kind of tipped people off to this was questioning why, quote unquote, MAGA, Trump hat wearing, conservatives were in downtown Chicago at
4 a.m.
2, 3, 4 a.m, looking for random, black
they knew
people.
Who somebody from Empire was.
And they knew someone from right.
Yeah, they said he's that F slur, N slur from Empire.
You should say one of those.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I guess I can say one. You're right. Yeah. I guess. Yeah. I won't, but this is a comedy show.
Yes, it's comedy. With this recent viral post claiming that a man waving a pitchfork was in New York City, unaware of where the Jews were hanging out or where they could possibly be.
Yeah.
That made people afraid.
Sounds like Cuomo's losing it. That's what I think is going on.
I think we need more cops. What do you guys think?
I think this means we need more cops. I think we need specifically anti-Semitism task force.
I think that's right.
I think we need I think we need to be very cautious of people waving pitchforks in New York City. I think they've had too much leeway for too long.
But what you said that was interesting, I think, or I don't know if it was you that said it. Maybe it was just me that thought it. Maybe I'm just making things up in my head. Now. I am crazy, but no, for real though, I do think that two things can also be true. Because I don't know if there is a rise in anti-Semitism because, I'm not living that life. But if that is true, that can still be true, and everything happening overseas can still be happening, you know?
Yeah, it could. And I mean, you know, I was upset years ago during Trump's presidency when there was, you know, deadly shootings at synagogues. There was one in Pittsburgh, one near San Diego. You know, that's anti-Semitic, clearly, when the guys are, you know, when the guys are, you know, it's more the right-wing, you know, Jewish conspiracy kind of thing. Yeah. But I'm just skeptical of why this narrative is being pushed now. Yeah. After weeks and weeks of decisively anti-Israel news is coming out.
And I'm not, like you said, like we all said, I'm going to wait for that episode to actually talk about the conflict itself. But today we can talk about what's happening in America. What I think is interesting is you said that it's a right wing. We all know Republicans and conservative people who peddle these like Jewish people are behind all of like the world's money and media, like conspiracies and stuff. It's interesting because on that same side, they also are extremely pro-Israel.
Well, that's interesting. If you didn't know this, some of the largest PACs or nonprofits that donate to pro-Israel causes are Christian-based or evangelical. Yeah. I believe Kufi is one, which is ironic. Yeah, you got to think about that.
Gabe, I will clap your Kufi if you don't start acting up. Acting right. I will clap Gabe's Kufi. But anyway, you were saying?
Is the Kufi?
Yeah, it is a Kufi. The Yankee fitted is the new Kufi.
Damn.
In my opinion.
So I can't wear one?
No, you can't.
Fuck.
You can wear it Mets, though. You are.
That's fine. But somehow how it actually ends up working.
It does, exactly.
Anyway, my point is a lot of Christians do, that is true, they support Israel.
And what I think is so ironic.
Well,
sorry.
You just hate Muslim people more than...
That's kind of...
but I think you know what I'm going to say.
I know, but you should explain it.
Yeah. A lot of... In evangelical belief, once Israel is is fully controlled by the Jews, then it's something like the rapture comes or... You know,
that is the catalyst for the rapture.
It's catalyst for the rapture, and then Jesus comes and kills all the Jews that were there in the first place.
That's what's so funny to me. Like,
I know
they're literally like cattle being gathered for slaughter.
Yes,
in the eyes of like Christians.
Yes, exactly. And you know,
and people accept that support.
When I got off the plane at Ben Gurion in Israel, which is the airport, obviously there's like international wings. You know, just like any other airport. Well, I guess there's only one airport in Israel, so it's all international. But you know what I mean. There's probably a North American one because I flew in from Toronto, and the posters that were on the wall, when the tarmac, whatever it's called, Christians for Israel, Christians United for Israel, Christian Jewish solidarity.
Does it bother you that the reason Christians support Israel is because they're literally waiting for you to be sacrificed?
Yes, it's completely cynical, and I mean,
speaking of sacrifice, we are going to get to the Berserk news, by the way, but yeah.
No, it does bother me, and I think what bothers me a lot of it too is the way the Israeli establishment kind of plays into their hands. You know, they're glad to accept their donation, their support from America, all that stuff. Yep. And you know, conversely, think about this: if you don't think this issue really pertains to you, or you know, it's all 9,000, 7,000 miles away, who cares? Do you know how many like ex-IDF, ex-Mossad guys come and train police officers and how to specifically deal with like protests or you know, enemy insurgency and stuff like that?
Yeah, and also what I think is really annoying about everything is like not even the fact that obviously I'm used to different opinions. That's okay with me. I don't like the whole gatekeeping behind it because everyone who's like established is saying like I have a PhD in studying my own anus, and I'm not commenting on the conflict.
You saw that exact. I know what.
Yeah, so you shouldn't comment either because I'm smart and I'm saying nothing.
It's like, all right, then nothing to be said here, I guess.
That's what I'm saying. They're saying that the conflict is too big-brained for anyone to have an opinion on.
Well, the thing, and this is, we'll wait till we get.
And I think it is a too big-brained because Gabe hasn't said a word. But
well, a lot of it can be, and.
You guys haven't said anything. There's nothing for me to say.
No harm.
Oh, okay.
I think it can get very complicated very quickly, but what's finally happening now is you can see for yourself the blatant violence and discrimination that's happening,
Right.
And you don't have to have a nuanced understanding of Israel or Middle Eastern politics to understand that this is wrong.
And we all know, like,
It does get complicated.
And things are mutually exclusive. Like, Hamas is bad. Anti-Semitism is bad.
Hamas
And I know.
can be bad. Right.
I know. But, like,
Yes.
it's bad to fire rockets at Israel. That's bad.
It's also bad to kick people out of their homes that
Right.
they've lived in for decades.
Right.
It's also bad to literally gatekeep them in separate checkpoints where they, have their whole their ID cards that aren't identification cards because they're not citizens.
Mm-hmm.
They're still refugees technically.
Right.
But their IDs are checked whenever they try to go in and out of the West Bank.
Yeah.
They have different license plates, and that's
Green ones. Green ones are for Palestinians, and
yellow ones are Israeli, right? And it's people can see this for themselves now, and as complicated as things can get, and I can tell you, I did study a decent amount of this in college, and just because I'm interested, obviously, but it does get complicated. And it's not complicated. What you see in front of you in videos,
Oh yeah, and it's such an emotional thing for so many people.
Yeah,
it's like obviously people think that if you have Jewish friends or no Jewish people, like it's better off not to say anything, and, like for fear of like offending people. But I just get so annoyed when people think things are mutually exclusive. It just reminds me of like when Black Lives Matter was popping off, and it was like the minute a black guy died from the cops, you see people talking about how their uncle's a cop and how he's actually a good guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they don't get it.
Sure, your uncle can be a good guy.
It's guys are put in the corner and they have to defend themselves. You've seen every tactic used recently to justify this.
Oh yeah, and it's just funny to me because everyone, like we said this in episode 29 too, they're adopting liberal language.
They're adopting academic language too.
Liberal academic language.
Yeah.
It's really annoying.
Yeah, I haven't like me and my friends haven't talked that much about this, just because.
Shocker.
Not even that. This is one of the things where, we don't know that much about. Like we know like all the surface level shit, but also there's nothing we disagree about.
One funny
the
take.
Black Lives Matter thing, we know pretty much what there is to know, so we talked about that more.
Yeah, and I think what trips people up about this is like the religious aspect of it.
You
know what I mean? Like if
it's just a whole nother world that I don't know shit about Judaism or
Islam.
I know more about Islam than Judaism, but
yeah.
I was gonna say though, I did get not an argument, but it was a girl on Snapchat who's Palestinian.
Really?
And I kind of know her, kind of don't. Actually, no, I don't really know her. And she had posted something just like, "Why is it we hear more about like gay issues in this than Palestine?" And I was like, that's domestic and it's easier for people to relate to. It's like, if you're a white person or a black person who lives around people that look like you, like this shit is just so, even if you read about it, it's just so further apart than stuff that you see at home. Yeah. I was just saying that to her. It was
most people probably don't even know a Palestinian or a Jewish person.
Yeah, exactly.
In real life.
Exactly.
Yeah, really.
But you probably do know a gay person.
She's just, based on the entire conversation we had, she was clearly an idiot.
Yeah.
And she was just blaming like other races for things. I'm like, nigga, blame the Israeli people. Like that's the
and what's crazy too is I think this is showing people that like you don't have to agree with, as complicated as it can get, you don't have to agree with either political side. Like you said, if you don't know, the intricacies of all this stuff, you can just see at its face it's wrong. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't know much about Palestine.
Right. Like, is Hamas good? I mean, probably not.
Probably not. Yeah.
Probably not. I mean, they don't have another choice in Gaza at least, but probably not that great. But that doesn't justify anything happening.
And
similarly, if you want just to save face, like, if you don't like Israel, like I didn't do anything.
What do you mean?
Most Jews in America didn't do anything. I mean, if you donate money, that's
not at all. It's only been around since 1948.
Yeah, I mean, right, exactly. Yeah. Most of my grandparents are older than that. So
yeah,
I guess half. But if you associate people at a broader level with things that are happening overseas, I mean, it's not really the point of I don't think that's the point. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think? And obviously, like we know this is more nuanced than like white people versus brown people because you don't have to be white to be Jewish, clearly. And there's a ton of Jewish people that aren't white. Not even just like
half of Israel is like Arab descent.
They're brown and everything too. And there are Palestinians that are probably whiter.
Yeah,
than
doesn't matter. It's
some
not the
people
point.
in Israel. But do you see this? Because some people are saying they see this as like a white colony.
Well, see, this is like we'll talk with. I think this is an interesting conversation to have with our Palestinian friend.
Yeah.
It's colonial in structure.
Yeah.
Maybe ideology. the thing that trips a lot of people up, myself included, is, you know, the nature of like indigenous people or not. And I think, like I said, we'll get to that eventually. But I think, you know, like I said, as complex as it can get, you can see for yourself, you know, aside from anyone telling you what to think or how to perceive a certain thing or what side to be on or who's a bad actor and who's not. You can see for yourself these videos and you can ask yourself if this is acceptable to you or not.
Yeah.
And know that the United States plays a significant role in this. And just think about these things, at least on a personal level at first.
And one thing that pisses me off is like, Biden is obviously not like, you know, changing up the status quo that much.
No,
pretty much everybody supports Israel.
Right. Every president supported Israel in some capacity. But what pisses me off is people blaming Biden because, like, obviously he's enabling whatever is happening to an extent. But Trump literally moved the capital to Jerusalem. You know what I'm saying? And he doesn't get any shit for that.
Well, he said the silent part loud.
What?
Like, any U.S. president, like, Biden has Biden hasn't moved it back to Tel Aviv.
Yeah, that's true. But like Trump moved it there and doesn't get flagged for it, is what I'm saying.
Because
that would be because if he moved it to Tel Aviv, that would be blatantly anti-Israel, and that would be a really bad look.
It's what should be done, to be honest. But and also, I guess I should say this again to save face, but like, I'm not questioning, you know, the Jewish state's right to exist or anything. If anyone has any kind of bad faith accusations or like that, obviously I'm Jewish. I've been there before. I'm very proud of myself and, you know, my culture and people and all that kind of stuff.
Even if your girlfriend's not Jewish.
Huh?
What?
Does that have anything to do with it?
I said even if your girlfend's not Jewish,
you have anything to do with it. So I have to propagate my own genetic lineage in order to be proud.
According to Gabe,
is this white? Nigga,
I'm just saying.
Ruffles feathers.
I'm just saying.
So is this white pride?
No, it's not white pride.
I'm just saying, dude. I'm just saying.
My whole point of saying all this is like, you can. First off, blaming Biden specifically for anything, I mean, like, he has an administration behind him. I don't know how much he does personally ever.
Yeah, he's giving out money. He doesn't give a shit.
I don't think he knows where he is ever.
No.
Yeah.
So regardless, I mean, no, if the administration doesn't take a stand right now, then you can blame them, I think.
And they won't.
I do think
but I think you can blame them too, but I just don't like the whole, like, see, this is what happens when you vote for Biden.
No.
No, I disagree with that because this is part of it.
But at the same time, you can say, sure, Trump and Biden are both support Israel.
Yeah.
But it's bigger than those two people. You can't be oh, I disagree with Biden.
Yeah.
So
and
right.
And there was not one there was not one candidate that was like
Bernie.
He was, but not even that much.
I mean, he would
because he supports a two-state solution.
Yeah, but that's more than anything.
I'm saying
at least recognize them as a country.
I get it, but that's still not like blatantly.
I know.
So there's no winning for voting for anyone that would fix this.
That's true. Yeah. Now is the time to do something different. Yeah. And if he doesn't, then you're right. Fine. You can be more critical when he doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Which I do think he won't.
He won't.
But I guess you're kind of right about that.
But
you know, like I said, it's complex. We'll talk about it later.
And also, it's like I think that goes to the root of his argument with the girl, where it's like I voted for Biden for like, yeah, it sounds liberal, but I voted for Biden for like optic and social reasons.
Yeah,
partially, you know what I'm saying.
And I just
feel like he was a better option to be president.
Like obviously, I know he's not going to solve the Israel-Palestinian conflict, but like I don't regret voting for him over Trump.
I don't.
You know, that's what pisses me off. Yeah, like I knew
the one person who's been very, I guess you can say anti-Israel is AOC, which I mean, duh.
Is she even that?
She's a little bit. She's a voice of criticism that you kind of like.
Okay, but she's hot.
I feel like she actually is. I feel like she's just scared to say.
Yeah, probably, but you know, Rashida Tlaib is a good person to have because she's actually Palestinian. That's the homie. I think Ilhan Omar is probably vocal about it, and again, she's Muslim, so I understand.
Muslim,
yeah. But yeah, you know, what's the guy from Wisconsin? I forgot his name, but he's Jewish and he's very vocal about it.
Aaron
Bernie's,
Rodgers?
Not Aaron Rodgers. No. Pocahontas, I think it's
Pocahontas?
No, he's
Wisconsin. What, senator?
No, representative.
Oh.
I don't remember his name. I
I'm
mean,
looking
Bernie's
it up.
Huh?
I'm looking it up.
Yeah.
Mark Pocahontas.
Yeah, Mark Pocahontas. Yeah, right. Bernie's been pretty good. I mean,
yeah,
for someone as old as him, and who's like he lived in Israel for a while in a kibbutz. So, you know,
what year was he born?
Bern.
Yeah.
I have no idea. But
He was born in 1941. He's older than Israel.
Damn, yeah.
Oh.
So I think, you know, you don't, if you're, I don't know. Well, I want to save a lot of it from when we have someone here to talk with.
Yeah, but I think I just don't want to ignore it because like,
you're right. I don't want to ignore this either because it's taking a different turn.
It is taking a different turn. It's literally taking the Stop Asian Hate turn.
It is, and we were vocal about that, so I agree with you. Right?
And we all agree Asian hate is bad. Anti-Semitism is bad.
Yeah, but who's doing it? And
you
why?
tell me. I don't.
You're right.
Is it black people mad about coronavirus?
Right.
Yeah. Speaking of which, if you're black and watching the show and haven't been vaccinated yet, you should get vaccinated.
Yeah,
if you're not vaccinated for like social reasons, I'm black now because of my hairstyle, so I'm telling you, get vaccinated.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was our little soapbox moment. I just want to talk about that because it's such an elephant in the room, and you are literally Jewish, so we can actually talk about that without sounding like idiots.
Yeah.
So took advantage of it.
No matter how many times people explain a lot of this shit, I'm still confused.
Yeah.
It's a very confusing.
Understand, but you know that when you see like a building being exploded.
Oh yeah, I know that.
That's my point.
I just mean like the root of everything.
Right, but you don't even need to know that deep.
I mean, yeah,
What's so crazy to me is how like Islamophobia is like obviously a racialized term. It really just means like brown people. You know, because there are because even people who are Sikh were getting discriminated against after 9/11.
What about Chaldeans?
And they get discriminated against in ways just for being brown, unless you know they're Chaldean by having that giant cross on the back of their truck. But like that's
sweating profusely.
No, my point being that Islamophobia is like a racialized thing, so it really just means discrimination against brown people.
Yeah,
I'm saying it's crazy how like ingrained that was into us because I'm watching a lot of movies from the early 2000s, and it's like. Dude,
oh yeah,
it's crazy. Like every time they talk about the Middle East, it's green and yellow, and there's like music playing, you know.
This lawless place,
and there's like goats just like hanging out in lobbies, and it looks like.
And there was a part I think during the Iraq War when that really kicked off in 2002 and 3.
Yeah,
there was like the number of movies that were about the war.
Yeah,
and the Middle East in general, and then when you know that like the CIA and the military consults these movies,
production companies.
Yeah, I mean, what's happening.
Not saying I wouldn't love to work for one, but I'm just saying it happens. And I'm not saying the CIA doesn't contact us and put money under the table for us, but it is what it is.
Yeah, they had some serious thoughts about Pooh Shiesty's album.
They did. They think he was. They
never thought he would. Their dog.
They never thought he would link up with.
They're really shiesty.
They never thought he would link up with
Spot 'em Got 'em.
Spot 'em Got 'em.
I know he did.
Sneed it or leave it, fellas.
I'm sneeding it.
I think I'm sneeding it too. Do you even know what we're talking about?
Yeah. We did the Spot 'em Got 'em remix, yeah.
Yeah. But do you sneed it or leave it?
Y'all rocking with it?
Y'all rocking with it or what?
Yeah.
Okay, so you sneed it.
Spot 'em Got 'em and starts hair locked up.
But anyway, Islamophobia is so ingrained into people's minds that I think that anytime that they're being seen as victims of anything, people are skeptical.
Yeah. Well, that's also
to get serious again.
To get serious. I think also it's crazy how like in I don't think many Americans give a shit about Israel. The ones who do are probably Jewish or evangelical.
Yes.
But if your inclination is to like support Israel and you're not either of those.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably because you perceive it as some kind of, because you look at Jews in your area, if you have any, and they're white, or you see them on TV and stuff, and they're white people. And you probably associate that with like the one bastion of whiteness in the Middle East.
The Middle East, yeah, our safe haven.
Which, like I said, it can get more complicated than that, and I think it does. But regardless, on the surface, that certainly is the truth.
Yep. And it's very frustrating. And I think it's I don't know, but like, I was getting very mad on the way here in the car, talking about how stupid people are. It's just very upsetting. Because I get taking it personally. Like, I see black stuff on the news all the time, and, like, I take it personally. You know?
This is
only when I have the braids in do I care about black issues.
Yeah,
but, no, but, like, I see black stuff, and, like, yeah, I kind of get... But, like, if a black person does something bad, like, I don't think Idi Amin is, like, a good guy.
This is a time for some serious Jewish introspection, I'd say.
Okay.
Really think about what's happening here, what this country means to you. It can mean something. Like I said, I've been there before, and
Israeli people have died. Like, we should make that clear.
And Israeli people are cool. I'm
saying like they have been victims in
I know
too. Yeah,
they've been victims of stuff, and a lot of them are very good people.
Yeah,
and a lot of them don't like what's going on either.
Yeah,
and
Gal Gadot is very attractive.
I was going to ask if you were to guess, what percentage of Jewish people would you say?
I think it's age. I think if you're older than I've been saying 50 with people I've talked to. I think if you're older 50, it's a little harder for you to, think about it, more unbiasedly, whatever the word is.
So
Yeah, because they know people that were impacted by World War II and the Holocaust.
Yeah.
Well, they lived through the earlier wars and stuff.
Yeah. So they're not. So like, I wouldn't even expect them to have a nuanced conversation.
More understandable, right?
Yeah,
right.
that's a little more forgiving.
Yeah,
but kids who are like our age going crazy over it.
And I think a lot of people younger than that are very much like I've said, proud of myself. Don't ever want to be, I want to, I would even support a Jewish state, but I can see that my
took him a minute to get that out. He was thinking.
Well, I was trying to think of the way to, because you want to be safe wherever you are.
Yeah.
And part of the justification for Israel is that's safety.
Yeah, because Jewish people have been like shat on.
Oh yeah, thousands of years. But I think a lot of younger Jews can be like, I can acknowledge that these truths exist while also acknowledging that they can do bad things and this is wrong.
Yeah, and
I think a lot of people are going that direction. And I don't think it's anti-Semitic or anti-Israel even necessarily.
Like we're saying, like all the black people that were like on the news for like punching Asian people. It's like, yeah, they can be bad people, but like that doesn't mean they're like just black. Exactly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just very frustrating. People, identity politics is one of the most frustrating things I think of all time.
Yeah, but this is something where identities do have a part in it.
But I think I know, but I think that this is what's the most. I think that's what makes it so upsetting to me. Is because it's like this is only identity politics.
It literally is only identity politics.
There's not like obviously there's systemic things, but the root of it is identity politics because ethnically there's a lot of overlap.
Dude, if you were to take a Palestinian person and an Israeli, I'd say Jewish but Israeli person, and assume they weren't wearing religious garb, and put them next to each other, most Americans probably couldn't tell you the difference. Yeah, it's very annoying. But anyway, that was our soapbox moment. So there was another piece of very sad news that I wanted to address right now. So the author, another Gabe.
Yeah, Gabe, we're really blackballing you today. I'm very sorry.
No, that's all right. What's up?
But the author of my favorite series of all time and one of the best authors to ever grace.
I saw it on Twitter.
Yeah, to grace manga of all time passed away. He was more than an author of Berserk. He was like a writer. He was an artist, and he had a family. And it's one of the saddest things ever because I say this all the time. Ruptured aorta.
I'm sorry?
He had a ruptured aorta, like a valve in his heart. Yeah. So I say this all the time, maybe in person, maybe on the show. I don't know if I've said it enough on the show, but Berserk is the best media, whatever format fiction I've ever watched or consumed or read in my life. Not watched because the anime sucked.
Yes.
But when it comes to reading manga or just reading things, period, it is the best story I've ever read.
It's the best comic book I've read.
And I'm obviously biased because like I started it when I was a kid and the most impressionable, and it never ended. So I did continue it into adulthood, but it literally, bro.
Life changing.
It literally changed my life, bro. I'm crying thinking about it. It literally, I know it sounds emotional and I sound like a weeb, but it is so good. And I tell people all the time, just read it, please, dude.
He told me, Xavier told me to read it years ago in college. Right when college started, and it's life changing. It's amazing.
It's very,
insane.
Bro.
Did you read it?
Yeah. I stopped. I was telling Xavier this. I stopped right in the middle.
Yeah, no spoilers.
I won't spoil, but the chapter before it gets good again, there's like a little bit of a lull.
Yeah.
Between arcs.
Something really big happens.
It's like really big backwards like the rest of the mangas.
Technically.
Yeah. Fuck that. No.
Sorry, asking a lot.
I stopped right before a really good part. I've been reading ever since I heard the news, just so I can say I've read it all.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was a goddamn idiot for stopping when I did because it's the best. It's you're biased like you said. I don't even think you're wrong. But fantasy best.
Yep. Manga
best.
Like we were saying, the only thing you can contest is Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
For fantasy.
And that should say something because that's also one of the best.
Yeah. And it's just, dude, one of the best illustrators, one of the best.
The best art, hands down, of any cartoon I've ever,
Yeah, like the only thing I can think that can compare is Vagabond for art.
Yeah, and even that's different.
And it's different. It's a different style.
Mm-hmm.
But again, amazing. Please read it if you haven't. I want to say I kind of guess I probably should say trigger warning because there is a lot of gore, some sexual themes, a lot of crazy stuff going on. But dude,
when it moves you. If you end it or finish reading it as not as a different person or not with a different mindset of something.
Yeah, Yeah, you're
it's that deep. Huh?
It's great.
It's not even, bro. It's character because the story's not that deep. Like the story's deep in his lore, his fantasy building, but the theme of the thing is It's characters. The characters are the central part of the experience. So he writes characters very well. And it started in 1989, and it's still continuing to this day, which is unheard of, which is crazy to me. But yeah, rest in peace, dude.
Yeah,
Started when I was 14. I remember being 14, and like that's when I first started working out too. So I would like be doing push-ups in my room, reading it. Like I was nuts, dude. I would be like doing sit-ups and then taking breaks to read it. It's just such like because it starts out with such an edgy teen series, and then it grows with you. If you read it at the right time, it grows with you, and it's just. I was so sad. I've never been that sad for a celebrity death, and I thought Kobe was the peak it could get. I was fucking wrong. I did not, because I didn't expect him to die.
No one did.
Everyone knew he was sick, like to some extent. Everyone knew he wasn't that well, and everyone knew that like with the pace the series was going, we were getting a chapter a year or 2 chapters a year. It was not good. We knew that there was a chance that it couldn't end, but to have him just announce that he was dead out of nowhere, it was so surreal.
What's gonna happen in the series?
There's 2 things they can do. They can just end it. Because I will say, if you're caught up with the series, you know that it technically has an ending. It ended on a semi-cliffhanger. It pissed me off. I'm not going to spoil anything, but you know the irony of that last page if you know who the author is. So it could end, or they could have his assistants take his notes, because he had some notes on how he wanted the story to end, and they can try to either publish the notes or finish the series for him. Because he is a meticulous guy. He's somewhat of a planner. So if he knew he was going to die, some people think that he had notes and storyboards for how he wanted the series to eventually end.
What would you want?
I want the notes to be released first. And then I want pictures I want storyboards and pictures. I'm not expecting full chapters. I want like a novelization. Ideally, I'm okay with nothing. He gave me enough. But ideally, I would want a novelization of the notes and then intermittent pictures of what's happening.
Yeah, I think also you should, because you said he's a good writer, which he is.
Yeah.
But, I don't know how translation works. I don't know if every word we're reading is something that he intended to put there. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's different. There's so many Japanese words.
But just assuming at the most surface level that he wrote these words, he's a fantastic writer.
Yep.
So then to pair that with the art is like unbelievable.
It's unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable.
He put all his like hard work into that.
He said too in an interview, he said like, yeah, I looked back on my life and I never really had a life because I gave it all to this series, and it's too late to turn back now. So
and you can tell, dude.
And he said it's too late to turn back now. So my only hope is that I can finish it before I die. He said it in an interview. He's like, this is my whole life.
Stop it.
And my only hope is I can finish it.
Pain.
So rest in peace to a legend, dude.
Oh, that sucks, man. Yeah, R.I.P. Honestly.
Absolute legend.
Heavy episode, man.
It is a heavy episode, but also I want to celebrate his work. So
Of course.
You should read it, Gabe.
Maybe I will.
Because do you read any manga at all?
No.
Do you read comic books?
I like women.
You like girls, of
I want to
course.
scare them away.
Of course.
I do read comic books, though, yes.
There you go. You can do it.
How is that any better?
Reading the shit this way.
It's not that bad. You get used to it after a
used to
minute.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, then it's just reading English. It's not like it's Japanese.
Because Quinnis gave me a bunch of books, and it was like that.
Quinnis gave you manga?
Yeah.
Like what kind? What series?
Dude, I was like 12.
Oh. Why'd he give it to you and not me? That's kind of ridiculous.
Because it was when he moved, and I was at his apartment like the day before right when he moved. He gave me a bunch of shit.
Oh, dude, Drake is accepting the Artist of the Decade award right now.
Yeah.
He is.
Dang. Yeah. I honestly, dude, I
fine.
think it should have gone to Kanye. I get it. If Kanye didn't fumble the bag these last couple years, it should have went to Pooh Shiesty and Spot him got him. But I'll accept Drake too. What is he saying? I kind of want to see
He's a
what's going
distant third,
on.
in my opinion, but you know.
Wait, yo, they linked up? Pooh Shiesty and Spot him got him linked up?
No, they didn't. Are you serious?
I thought it would never happen.
What awards? Is he at the Billboard Awards?
Yeah.
Oh.
How do you guys feel about that racist country singer still getting all the awards?
He's a country singer. I assumed he was racist already. I don't know why this is a problem.
Yeah, that's part of what country music is, isn't it?
Right. I
Being
assume
racist.
they all said nigger.
Yeah, I did too, honestly.
Here we go.
Here we go. Is he speaking right now?
Oh, he brought his son out.
Oh.
He brought it down.
Big Mill?
Haha. I wasn't hiding the world. I wasn't hiding Gabe from the world. I was hiding the world from Gabe. Just being honest.
Is he performing this?
No, I hope we don't get demonetized, for the love of God.
Well.
That's kind of like giving your chain away.
This might not be that entertaining anyway. You might just want to.
What do you
I just want to
mean?
hear what he has to say.
What's not entertaining? A black man and his son? It's not about
I
entertainment.
need to hear what he
nephew.
thinks about Israel.
It's about giving knowledge to the next generation. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Yeah, it sucks that no one else will ever do this." But what do you guys think of the Billboard Music Awards?
I didn't even know they existed.
Did you really not?
No, I did.
Oh,
I didn't know that. I don't care about the Billboard
Yeah.
Music Awards.
I think that they're kind of boring because like if they're objective, like if it's the most number ones. I don't know what awards they're giving. Are they subjective or objective awards? Like most.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is there a panel?
I don't know, dude. Awards are kind of whack, huh?
Can we give out awards? I think
What-
people will show up.
We should do it this year. At
We
the
can
end
sell
of
at
the year.
Little Caesars Arena.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Hey.
The plug award.
Adonis has
The
the braid.
pluggies.
Adonis has the braids in too.
Is that?
Everyone loves black women. You see
All
it.
right, can we be honest though?
What's up?
Is Pooh Shiesty up for a pluggy?
A pluggy?
Yeah.
Definitely.
We
Definitely.
can give him an award.
Of course. If
Funniest
if
name.
we don't, we will probably die. I will give him a pluggy.
Yeah, I'll give him a plug.
But
What?
under the agreement.
You invaded under false pretenses?
Wait. Under the agreement that he brings Spot 'em Got 'em so they can link up.
Of course.
They have to link
They
up.
have to.
They have to.
They have to.
I don't
I literally
understand.
sneed
I
it.
don't even understand this, but I know how funny it is. So
Yeah, that's.
was like an Instagram post or something.
I think it's 4chan.
It was Say Cheese TV
It
on
was-
Twitter. They said Spot 'em Got 'em and Pooh Shiesty linked up. Y'all fucking with it? Like they said, haters said they would never link up.
Yeah, but
they
then-
finally
Who the
did.
fuck is sitting there like, I know, I just know.
And then to get even more crazy, there's a joke on The Simpsons called Sneed's Feed and Seed, formerly Chuck's. It's a sign for a seed shop.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And the joke is that if it were Chuck's seed shop, it would be Chuck's Suck and Fuck.
Yeah.
That's what it would be called. But it's not. It's Sneed Seed and Feed.
Sneed It.
And so when Say Cheese TV posted the link up, they said, y'all need it or leave it. And so everyone turned it into y'all sneed it or leave it. And then they like made jokes about like the Simpsons. There literally is no like center to the joke.
No.
There is no core or pun or anything.
I think the joke is who the, like if you're the layman, if you're not tuned in,
yeah.
who the fuck is Spot 'em
Who
Got 'em
Spot 'em
and
got him?
Pooh Shiesty?
Pooh Shiesty. Yeah.
You know.
Yes.
I think 4chan got a hold of that, and they were.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, I don't like the racism,
No, but they
but
can be funny.
they can be very funny.
They can be very funny at times.
That was the part I was into.
The
You're on
racism.
4chan?
Yeah, I just like the racism.
Oh, you like the racism?
I'm joking. I'm not on.
It's not very funny, but I like the racism.
Dude, I have friends in real life.
All right.
Ha.
No,
All right.
I mean, I agree with you though. It is.
There's some
kind
funny
of cool
yeah.
sometimes.
All right, fellas. So,
Can I have something more lighthearted?
okay, I was going to talk about this music stuff real quick, but yeah, go on.
Oh no, if you're already on that.
Oh,
then-
sure, please.
Okay.
I think the light skin should make the lighthearted comment.
Okay. I'm sorry, you're dark skinned now. Apparently.
Yes, I am.
It's like 2 shades. Anyway,
How'd you know I was dark skinned? Was it the braids?
Or was
was
my
it the cheating
berserk
on my
color?
wife? No.
What?
So NBA legend
Uh-huh.
Kwame Brown.
Yep. You mean,
So, okay,
you mean Kwame dark skin?
Kwame Brown boy to get first brown boy to get it popping.
Yes.
Nah. So you don't know who Kwame Brown is? He was like the
No
number one
idea.
pick a while ago. This is when Michael Jordan was on the management of the Wizards.
Yep.
Okay.
Bullets at the time. This is right before he came back to play for them.
Oh!
They draft Kwame Brown, 18 years old.
Yep.
And then he played with Jordan.
He played with Jordan.
Also him and Kobe Bryant notoriously combined for 82 points one game.
Yep.
Kobe had 81.
Oh yeah.
He just, basically he was the number one pick. He was just a bust. And then
Okay.
Stephen A. Smith also had a legendary rant where he was like, Kwame Brown is a certified scrub. Like he's like he can't really move, even though he's mobile. He can't really move, and he just listed everything he can't do. Can't catch the ball. Doesn't
Yeah.
have a post move he could put to memory. Isn't a defender. Can't really shoot. And he's just a joke of like NBA. There's always
Yeah.
guys that are just jokes for being bad. He's been that guy.
Okay.
And recently, Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson have a podcast together, All the Smoke, on HBO.
Okay.
And
Having a podcast on HBO.
on Showtime.
I'll leave my
So,
thoughts for later.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Should have been us, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, and I think they were talking to Jeannie Buss, who's the daughter of Dr. Buss, the family that owned the Lakers.
Dr. What?
Dr. Buss. They own the Lakers.
BUST.
Bussin'.
USS.
Oh.
Dr.
They
Bussin'.
own the
Dr. Bussin'.
Lakers. I'm sure they're your tribesmen. I'm sure they own the
Should I
Lakers.
Google? Let me Google.
Yeah. Anyway, I think it was with her, and then they had made a joke about Kwame Brown, and then they were laughing, and like they've made multiple jokes. Everybody makes jokes. Yada yada yada. Finally, he starts responding to these jokes he's been getting for over 20 years at this point,
Oh, he's popping off.
and he just went off He went off. He called Matt Barnes Becky with the good hair. He made fun of Steven Jackson for wearing a dress because he's like a black Israelite.
Whoa.
He's just been going off, and then it's just been hilarious to see that he's finally responding. And though I will say, so he got into it with Charlamagne. He called Charlamagne a rapist, and Charlamagne threatened to sue because defamation.
That's the
He's not really a rapist, but he was with the minor.
I do not think he's Jewish. Oh. The guy who owns the Lakers.
He used to, yeah. He passed. His daughter.
Oh, his daughter. I don't think so.
Maybe they're not. But he accused Charlamagne. He called Charlamagne a rapist.
That's the whitest thing you can do is like threaten somebody with suing them.
And Charlamagne was threatening to sue for defamation because allegedly Charlamagne was having sexual intercourse with like a 16-year-old when he was like 20.
Charlamagne, I completely tuned out. Yeah, this got really crazy when I was on my phone. So what? Charlamagne.
Okay, so Kwame Brown
they got no beef with Charlamagne.
The R word.
Okay.
Like rapist. And Charlamagne threatened to sue him, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. And that got heavy.
Okay.
And then Charlamagne brought up all these legal troubles people in Kwame Brown's family had. His dad, his brother, stuff Kwame didn't even know about.
Move.
It was stuff that happened before he was born. Kwame didn't even know that this happened with his dad.
Yeah.
Before he was born. And all this other shit. He got into it with a Detroit fellow Detroiter, Jamel Hill, who I'm not.
What do you say about Jamel Hill?
Well, she had just said
she's one of the only people that has the original Shameless shirt with the pug on it.
She has one?
I had to give it when she came to visit us.
I have one, right?
You have one too. Yeah, she's never worn it in public, but
she wears it to sleep every night.
I'm sure.
In Puglet.
Haha. But Jamel, if you're watching and listening, I know you are. Wear the shirt in public. It wouldn't hurt.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's impossible. Yeah, I'm holding on to that shirt forever. Xavier doesn't even have one, by the way.
I don't even have this shirt or the file to recreate.
Who else has one? Me, her, who else?
My sibling, maybe. A lot of my friends.
I'm never getting rid of it.
Allie Jackson, if you're listening or watching.
Really?
Yeah, love you. One of my friends went to homecoming with her my freshman year of high school. One of my OGs.
Damn. She was fucking with you then? Oof.
Fuck off.
Really
Noah Nathan has one.
Yes, of course.
Beth, who I saw over the weekend. Love you, Beth.
Oh, Beth.
Yeah. Your aunt, my cousin. Beth has one.
I can't believe I wasn't invited to a family function, dude.
Yeah,
I had the whole weekend off.
Yeah.
I could have went, but nobody. I get told nothing. I would have drove.
I could have told you. That's funny.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that, but I was like,
yeah.
Someone could have told me. It's all love at the end of the day.
It's really not. Anyway,
next time there's something, please tell me.
Anyway, what did Kwame Brown say about Jamel Hill?
So she just said he woke up and chose violence, and then he was like, "How dare you accuse a black man of being violent?" Because he's not on the internet. He doesn't get it.
Oh.
Because he's a country ass nigga from Alabama or whatever.
Yeah.
He's basically Michael Jordan, a country nigga who can't dress.
Right. Imagine if Michael Jordan wasn't himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Wasn't good at basketball. Yeah.
Well, he's good enough to make it to the league. So
that's what he was saying. And he also said, if he played now, he'd be better because his skill set fits today's game more. Yeah. Which is probably fair. He brought up, he was like, look, I was an 18-year-old kid from the streets put into this life, and nobody ever really gave me a chance. People were bullying me the second I got into the league, like MJ and all those people.
And playing with Michael Jordan, you're never gonna.
Yeah, that nigga's a psychopath.
Yeah.
Anyway, Kwame Brown is a funny ass nigga, man. He says some funny shit.
It is funny. It's very funny.
So I'm rocking with Kwame.
So
not as much as I rock with Kwame Kilpatrick, but
we support all Kwames on the show.
Yeah. Toure.
Who?
Kwame Toure.
Who's that?
Who?
He was like a socialist leader in the.
You are so white. You are so white. Oh my god.
Ignore it. I'm gonna look and see exactly. Yeah.
Max is a socialist, confirmed.
But
I've literally only seen the name on Twitter, so I don't know exactly.
Okie dokie. Kwame Toure Harley. Wait, no.
Oh, it's Stokely Carmichael's name.
Oh, that was Stokely Carmichael's name.
Yeah.
He changed it.
When he changed his name, right?
Oh, okay. I take it back. You're somewhat white. But anyway, yeah. Cool. Shout out to Stokely Carmichael. Cool. Anyway, guys. So are we going to just dumpster dive right into music right now? Because, it was an interesting music week.
That's fine.
I didn't listen to the Olivia Rodrigo album, I'll admit. But she's 18. So happy birthday.
Today she's 18?
I think she turned 18 last week. So all the comments Gabe said about her, they're
they're okay.
Why are you smiling like that? That is the creepiest smile. I do not like that one bit. But her album Sour got a 7.0 on Pitchfork. So
I didn't listen to it. Man.
I didn't listen to it, but ever since I saw it got a 7, I think I'm gonna listen to it.
Now she's 18. I'm gonna listen to it.
You're disgusting. You're actually
People
disgusting.
were. I think people were.
Gabe, Olivia
were-
Rodrigo linked up.
Sneed it or leave it.
I sneed it.
Leave it.
I'll sleep it.
I'll sleeve it. Okay, but
I think people were pointing out the kind of pretty obvious PR campaign that was on social media for her.
You know, I was asking my brother about that too because he's more tapped into that.
Yeah.
And I asked, do people care? Because it was so obvious
It's
to
so
me
obvious.
that I didn't think it was an issue. I thought everybody knew that she was being pushed.
No, it's not. I don't think it's so obvious that like just because you get.
She was on High
She's
School
like
Musical, the show. Okay, what were you saying?
Oh, so she's like an industry plan, is what you're saying?
And she's not even an industry plan because it's not hidden. She's been on Disney for. It's like if Zendaya had a hit single.
Yeah, she's like in the industry greenhouse.
Yeah, yeah. She's like how Ryan Gosling was a Mouseketeer. You know what I mean? It's like, is it? I feel like it's not even fair to say it's a PR push. Like we expect.
It's who she is now.
It's who she is. So like, it's not. I don't even think it's insidious, to be honest.
No, but well, I mean, the kind of like, there's a certain online speak that was utilized to promote her, you know, and that was pretty obvious. But
Like I actually wasn't tapped in. Like, what do you mean?
there was one I saw that was like, it was a picture of two kids at school, and one was looking over the other one, like to insinuate cheating, and then the person looking over was labeled Karl Marx, and then the one who was just writing was Olivia Rodrigo.
Oh, yeah.
And it said, "Who am I if not exploited?" Which I guess is probably a lyric.
Oh, is that what she said? Damn.
Yeah, which
Damn.
is like,
That's pretty deep for
it
her.
seems like a boardroom's like, okay, kids like communism, kids like internet memes.
Yeah.
Let's combine it and then throw her name in there somehow. You know,
I mean, that is annoying,
it's
but
not that big a deal. I'm not annoyed by it, but I think it was people were talking about how obvious it was.
I think this is the least insidious industry plant thing I've ever seen. Because at least the thing, like, I know we get shit for what we said about Kid Leroy. Like, we've been over that. But
Yeah, of all the things for see shit on.
I know, I'm just kidding. But I think it's interesting that for her genre of music, is there anyone
Yeah,
that's
it's,
not an industry plant?
Yeah, I haven't even listened to it. You know.
Right, but like she makes like top 40 hits. Like that's the whole point is to be an industry plant.
Yeah,
You know, so
it's a return to form, if anything.
yeah, honestly, it gives me hope that things are somewhat normal.
Yeah, there wasn't one of these for a while. I feel like.
Yeah, she's Taylor Swift's protege too.
There you
So,
go.
protege.
There you go.
But I think she's honestly better than Taylor Swift. I know that's kind of crazy to say, but
How dare you?
Olivia Rodrigo, if you're listening, hi.
hi. But
I think we'd be good together. Look, you can get away with a little more cultural appropriation if we date. It's a good career move.
she's
is
Filipino. She can get away with anything. They're like every race. They're Asian, but you know, like they're Asian. They speak Spanish, and they all like they can get away with literally anything. It's true.
Well, I'd be the final.
Well,
I'd be the final.
yeah, you be the final
Keys to the
drop in
boat.
the bucket. He's Italian. Boom. Now she can say whatever she wants. All right. Well, Sour came
Got
out,
my support.
and there was also the time to
What's
get my
up with this
poofy
girl,
on,
huh?
man. All right.
What's the deal?
Hey,
Piece of
hey,
ace.
get serious, boys. There was a Macami album that would drop.
A who?
Griselda album, nigga.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, Macami.
Real hip hop.
Macami, one of the more understated members of Griselda.
Well,
dropped.
one of the he joined back. He linked up.
Did he ever leave? I thought so too.
There was a big dispute.
I
Big
thought
argument.
so too. But I just, but he was back, so I didn't think it was weird. Okay,
They squashed the beef.
what was the beef?
I think if you didn't know, Malakami was releasing albums for like $500
On Pitchfork or on Bandcamp?
yeah, on Bandcamp. And Griselda was like, please don't do that.
Oh, they actually got pissed by that.
yeah.
Oh,
And it wasn't bad. It wasn't like actual beef. It was just like, you're not signed to the label right now. You're not part of the collective or whatever.
yeah.
And yeah, I think he realized that's a dumb career move.
Yeah.
I get the you know, I want respect for my art or whatever, but like no one's
Yeah.
gonna listen to it if I can't pay that much.
Oh yeah. I get
So
it.
this is his first Griselda album in a while, if ever. I don't know if he has had an actual official album.
Pray for Haiti. Really cool album cover.
Mm.
It's not actually a Basquiat, is it?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know. But if it is actually a Basquiat, very impressive that they could that they bought it, get the rights to
Yeah,
it.
that's why I don't think so.
That's why I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. But the really cool album art.
Yeah.
And I'll be completely honest with you boys. Didn't listen.
Didn't listen at
either.
all?
Didn't listen. Didn't
good.
listen.
It's
Hey,
good.
I have it downloaded just to say I'm a hip hop fan.
Yeah.
But I didn't listen.
Oh yeah. It's very much his the closest he'll get to a commercial album.
Really?
It's not commercial. compared-
They're never that.
It sounds the
commercial.
most like a West Side Gun album, but if you listen to his other music, he can get way headier, way quicker.
Yes. That's why I did.
I
To it.
understand.
It was 90 degrees over the weekend,
understand.
Max. I was swimming in a pool. I didn't listen to no
understand.
fucking
I
Mac.
understand.
Pool I could have been in.
That's facts. Sorry, but anyway.
No, if you like this, I think it's good. I think it's I don't think he's sacrificing anything. I think if you like this, I never want to say don't listen to more or like don't support.
Oh, but don't get your hopes up.
Don't get your hopes up.
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah.
No, you should say that definitely. I think that's completely warranted because I haven't heard the album. But if it is mainstream at all,
It's more listenable than the other. Not listenable. Like it's
more palatable.
more palatable than the other stuff. But that should speak for itself. What I'm saying.
Describe his style like compared to another rapper.
It's just words on words on words on words. He speaks. Yeah. He's obviously Haitian.
Yeah.
And he'll speak in Creole for like songs.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
It's pretty cool, but like I get not wanting to listen to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Certainly, indeed.
Yeah. He has some what features? He has West Side Gun on.
Yes, sir.
He had Benny on, I think, one song.
You'd hope so. Benny the Butcher.
And like I said, if you like it, heed my warning.
We linked once.
You and Benny linked? Sneed It.
Oh, God for him, of course. And yeah.
Well, that was like I would honestly say the biggest drop. I don't even have my phone on me, so I can't even check what else dropped.
Let me see. This is a great music podcast. Let's just look at our phones to see what came out.
Well, I mean, dude.
I know. Young Nudie, too.
Oh, I did listen to Dr. Evil.
I actually didn't.
You didn't?
Somehow. Dude, I just wasn't really in my music bag. I didn't listen to the Vezo thing till today.
Before we talk about Dr. Evil, I want you to talk about the Vezo thing just because I don't want
Rich Off Pints. The rapping's good. That's
a great name,
beat. Too. It's such a good name.
Yeah, Rich Off Pints is an amazing name.
Yeah, bro. I can't wait till Rich Off Pod drops.
Rich Off Pod. Yeah, you wish.
Dude, it's just so repetitive. The beats are the same.
Who's the main producer?
I have no clue.
Okay.
That's the type of thing Max would know.
I
know you didn't listen to it, but he
didn't listen,
would
so
know.
I wouldn't know.
But it's that same, like that drum. Like he can't rap on more than one type of beat. It's like even within the Detroit style beats, it's like one very specific beat he's rapping on. And I know he's capable of rapping on that stuff. He just doesn't.
Dude, there was so much music that came out. So much rap music. I'm like,
wait. What else that was relevant?
You want me to tell you everything that came out?
Yes.
Start from the beginning. Second, Pooh Shiesty Deluxe.
Oh yeah.
Oh, damn.
I meant to listen to that and I didn't.
42 Doug. YG and Mozzie. I'm not gonna listen to that, but like that came out.
Oh, they did a whole collab tape.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
Young M.A.
It's gonna take a lot.
Okay, but these people, I mean,
these aren't people I listen to. I agree. Young Mal, I didn't even know that came out, but I will listen to that. Do you know who that is?
Who?
Young Mal.
MAL.
Yeah, he's cool. I like him a lot.
Oh, 21 Pilots had no.
That's what Vezo says here. Benny Butcher and 38 Special.
They had a what? Collab tape?
Collab, yeah.
A tape?
They linked up.
Oh, shit. I Sneed It.
You sneed it.
I said I sneed it.
18 Vino. I don't know who this guy is. I've heard about him. Yeah, so that's a decent amount of stuff we could have listened to.
Okay, but like, bro, I mean, dude, it's like, yeah, this is a music show at the end of the day, but it's like, I'm sorry I didn't listen to the Mozzie and YG immediately.
I know.
Because when I did listen to Mozzie, like, years ago, it's like it talked about it on the show. No one listened.
Yeah.
And I know I shouldn't care, but it's like,
I know, I understand. I didn't listen either.
They aren't immediate get-tos. They're not like
nothing. A bunch of it, nothing immediate. You're right.
It's not urgent, but fuck. I don't even want to bring it up because we look really bad for not talking about it. So I don't even want to bring it up.
What?
Do you want me to bring it up?
I don't know what you're talking about, so I have to.
The MF Doom and Inspector Deck.
Oh, Starface?
Yeah, we really should have listened.
I saw the headline, but I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't listen to that.
I will take responsibility for not listening to that yet. I am sorry.
I didn't listen to that either.
I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, I didn't really.
Because I love Czarface. So.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, but I will listen.
We'll be on it. I will listen to it this week. Whatever happened to our playlist? Did we just give up on that shit?
Well,
oh, yeah.
Partially because I forgot. And partially because like we talked so much in the group chat, I can't find your old links. So I'm gonna have to.
Don't talk that much in that group chat.
No one's asked for it.
No one's asked for it. I guess I haven't. I just forgot. I'm really sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I
listen to it a lot.
I know, despite what you guys think, I'm actually not perfect. So I will be better.
Yeah. That's what I thought about you. Mr. Can't invite his cousin to a. I mean, it wasn't your job, but still.
It was not my job at all.
Maybe I probably have some.
Dear Mister, can't invite my cousin to a party.
I probably have some on Facebook, but I don't use Facebook anymore. So
yeah, I don't use Facebook either.
I never use Facebook.
But anyway, I think it's interesting that I swear Vezo thing. it's kind of interesting that we didn't listen to it, and I think part of the reason is because he made a music video with a lot of girls we went to high school with, and I think that kind of ruined our.
We haven't
perception
talked
of him.
about this on the podcast.
We have not talked about it on the show.
It's very.
Are you guys comfortable talking about it, knowing
that we might die.
Yeah.
Why? It's a good song, and I Swear Vezo does a lot for the city of Detroit.
Oh, I thought you were gonna shit talk.
Of course
Never.
not.
Oh,
Never.
I was about to say no, don't do that.
Never. There's nothing
No.
too shit talk.
There's nothing to shit talk. But I will say that ever since that song came out with girls who went to high school with, it's kind of been like funny. It's not because
Yeah.
like if you saw girls you went to high school with and you're not from, if you're from West Bloomfield Hills and you see girls you went to high school with in the Detroit rap music video, it's gonna be funny.
Yeah, it was
White
weird.
girls?
Yes. There. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I think literally all of them. But it was weird.
Yeah.
And like not wrong on their part or anything, but like
No.
you know, it's kind of weird to see. And like
Yeah.
ever since then, he's been one that's kind of. He's good. He's very good at making music.
Yep.
So it's not even like he deserves any kind of.
No. Not shitting on him at all.
Not shitting on him at all.
But it's just kind of funny because like once that happens, it's just like, I don't know.
like this is a real guy.
This is a real guy. Yeah.
This isn't just someone on the phone.
I
you
think
know?
yeah, that's what kind of broke the mystique.
Yeah.
That's like we were saying how J. Cole's documentary, it showed him being a normal person. It kind of broke the mystique. That was kind of the I Swear Vezo.
Yeah, like
breaking the
like his
mystique.
video was on the lake that like
Yeah,
I
like
fished on before.
like houses that we've been to. Like
Yeah.
it's just interesting.
It was weird.
It's just weird. But he's still a cool dude. Does a lot for the city. Well, I was listening to his music, and I will get to it. But anyway, Kodak Black's album did kind of flop.
Yeah, I did.
Sold 20K.
He's Haitian too.
He is Haitian. Technically was an EP, but he's marketing it as an album.
He didn't have a big single. It was doomed from the start.
Bro, and he dropped on the same day as J. Cole. Like, come on, dude.
Kill Edward?
I forgot about Kill Edward.
Same day as Kill Edward? Oh, you're doomed.
What's the logic of Kill Edward again?
That was like his feature when he changed his voice on.
Because he was trying to
KOD.
troll people who talked about the no feature thing.
It's not like it's not an anagram of anything.
I think
I'm
it
pretty
is.
sure.
I'm sure it is. Yeah.
Kill Edward.
That ruined that album. The album actually could have been decent if it wasn't for that. And like,
Kill Edward.
That was a little
Kill
question.
Xavier.
That was a little bit.
Kill Xavier.
Fuck Xavier. You never needed. You never had enough. What is that? Fuck Jay-Z.
Yeah.
No, kill Jay-Z.
Kill Jay-Z.
Best line of Jay-Z's career. Not best line of his career, obviously, but one of my
What?
favorite lines of Jay-Z's career.
Best line of his career, actually not.
One of my favorite lines of Jay-Z's career is, "If everybody's crazy, you're the one that's insane."
yeah, I say that all the time.
Yep. Yeah. Because of what?
Motherfuckers be calling out everybody. I'm like, nigga, you're the problem.
Well, I say it to myself because I do call out everybody, and then I do think I am the problem.
In between my workouts and reading Berserk.
Yeah.
Oh, when he said, "If you shoot my dog, I'm gonna kill your cat," that was pretty good. I was trying to find what song it was.
said
but
that?
"Justify My Thug." Jay-Z said that.
Oh yeah. And then, but anyway, sorry that you're talking about Kill Edward, J. Cole, but
Kill Edward.
Kodak Black's album did flop, sold like 22K. He was kind of disappointed because his past album sold as much as like 100K first week. I don't think anyone's getting that level anymore. That era is done. No one's getting
Maybe
that.
like a Kendrick Lamar.
That's only Kendrick Cole and Drake are getting that. And you have no lead single. You thought you were going to sell more than 22K?
After your whole like controversy, I'm not even saying what the truth is about that, but there was regardless a controversy.
React. What?
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. There's a whole
I don't even remember
controversy.
what he did. I don't care. It's Kodak.
No,
No, don't tell me. It's gonna ruin it. For me.
I won't tell you. But anyway, knowing you'd probably condone it. But anyway,
Bro,
I'm kidding.
dear God, I should wait. I remember what it was. No, I wouldn't. Anyway, I saw a thing on Twitter while we're on the topic of hood rappers.
Okay.
And like rappers that like the 1.5 GPA niggas like. They were talking about AI Youngboy too and how that album had no skips. I went back. That's a very good album. That album's like really good.
Dude, he has Youngboy has the most like
He has his
he
moments.
gets made fun of the most online, but he's not bad.
Yeah, you guys
It's
shouted out.
I
AI
love the
Youngboy 2 on
comments where it's like
episode
Youngboy
17.
better.
Huh?
You guys shouted out AI Youngboy 2 on episode 17. Like legitimately.
I really that's
Such a good-
insane to
you're-
remember that, but
Yeah.
yeah, no, he's very talented.
He's dude, that album is so good.
Yeah.
Like
He's
seeming
being-
like
and
it.
he's-
Oh my God.
And he's unfortunately being kept in jail until August.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that
for him.
too. Damn.
Yeah. So
For young boy.
it's a lot going on in the
Yo,
rap
People
game.
were posting pictures of him in jail. Like he looks like he's having a fun time.
I know. Look, I know. Like people get into the whole like, oh, like this rapper's so deep and they're not actually like. He's not deep like a Kendrick Lamar, but on Lonely Child, like he does the thing where he tries to express how he's feeling, and he does like a really bad job sometimes.
Yeah.
Of just being like a sad rapper, like the Rot Wave back. But that was the one time he put it all together and it really worked.
Who are we talking about?
Youngboy.
Oh, like the memes.
Huh?
Like the memes about him being like
No, just him talking about like his depression and shit.
That's what the memes about him being like sad.
Yeah, that was the one time his lyrics, like he actually did a good job of conveying how he felt. I feel like on Lonely Child, and that's one of his best songs. I feel like, and Seeming Like It, and what's the name of the song? Make No Sense. That shit is so hard. That was one of the few songs that the song lived up to the snippet hype. Because I remember hearing the snippet, I'm like, that shit's nuts.
Yeah, and that's very rare.
It's very rare, and that shit lived up.
That is
like ZZ is the definition of not living up.
Yeah.
People just heard that beat, and the song is not that good to me.
Well, anyway, you free my boy, young boy.
Yeah,
and all that rah rah.
Never broke again.
Never broke again. Did he have to change his name because of the NBA?
Yeah,
that's what I thought too. Okay, but it did always stand for that, right? Yeah, but he had to change his name
for National Basketball Association, young boy.
Well, now he has enough money to just.
No, he doesn't.
I love the comments where it's like somebody does something and they'll say like young boy does it better. Like Curry would hit it through, like young boy shoot better.
Young boy better. Yeah, he is a cult.
Next time Max posts like a picture, I'll be like a picture of his girlfriend. I'll be like, some young boy loves Max better.
I'll post a picture. Like people post a picture of the guy standing 6 inches from his TV. That's playing.
That's your next post.
Yeah, I'll post that.
You probably would too, knowing if some random white girl you went to high school with posted that, you would. That's what it takes to get you to post.
No.
But something that's not exactly music related, but I want to talk about because I had a pretty good weekend. Went out, obviously went to visit our cousin, and then I did a lot of other stuff too. It was beautiful outside.
I did nothing because I get no invites.
Yeah, cry about it. June 1st, everything is going back to normal.
No, July 1st officially.
Is it July?
Well, July 1st, all COVID restrictions are gone, but June 1st, it's effectively June 1st. Yeah.
You are so okay. You know what? You take over. Fine. Tell the story.
I have no story, nigga. I was just correcting you.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, niggas turn black and just become bitches.
Oh, Jesus. Anyway.
No correlation, but
no. But anyway, yeah, things are going back to normal on June 1st. Y'all ready for it? Bars should be open till like 4 a.m., dog.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Ready to seriously change my lifestyle now.
There's gonna be a lot of sex going on.
A lot of unprotected sex.
A lot of unprotected sex.
Bro, the amount of women I let spit in my mouth since I got the vaccine is.
Ew.
I'm kidding.
Do you actually enjoy that?
Not answering that question.
Oh, you're disgusting, dude.
I don't.
Yes,
It's happened before, but not.
Whoa,
you're disgusting, bro.
There was once. I'm not gonna get into it.
You can say
get into it, bro.
What is this podcast?
You're an entertainer. You have to entertain.
Nigga, damn, I'm not your fucking monkey. I'm not. Oh my god.
Didn't say anything about that.
This nigga got me. Oh my god.
Didn't say anything about that.
Anyway,
you just like when people spit in your mouth, but you're not a monkey.
No, okay. So what happened was my friend did it with his girl. And he said it was cool. So I'm like, all right. So I let a girl do it, and I'm just like, this is disgusting.
It is vile.
It wasn't that long ago either.
And the logic would be, you kiss this girl, so why not let her spit in your mouth?
But it's like the texture and the. Has it happened to you?
No, hasn't happened to me. No, hasn't happened to me.
So it's the first for you.
Damn.
I think that's. I think people do it just to say they're freaks. I don't think people actually like it either. I think it's just one of those things to be like, you ain't freaky like me. I spit in mouths. N-word.
I spit in mouths.
Like, I feel like it's just something people do to be kinky. Like, it's not even something you get off on.
Yeah.
Like,
sex is gross, I think.
Dude, real shit.
It is really, yeah.
I was joking. I was joking. You being serious, nephew? I'm just saying.
Okay, here's a question. In any of the serious relationships I've been in, we've never like consistently been like.
I thought you were about to say consented, but anyway.
Dear God, I'm not in that bag.
Just coming from you, I expect these things. But yeah, you were saying.
God,
what were you gonna say?
No, but like I've never been in a relationship where like we were consistently like in a consistent sexual relationship. Where it was like just because like a lot of my relationships were a while ago and
like you're in high school and shit, and you don't have your own crib.
You get it, yeah. So does post-nut clarity hit when you're in like a serious relationship?
Like
if no matter who I have sex, she could be the baddest girl I've had.
Well, if you're already in a relationship, what's there to be clear about?
Like,
how much you love your girl.
You just think about it like, do I actually like her? Because
I mean,
you
I
think
think
about
that
that
happens,
even if you do like her, when you finish, you do think stuff like that.
I think that happens. I think that's more likely to happen if it's just like a hookup.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
I would know.
Because like
this nigga doesn't even count. You can't even ask him questions like this.
I think that's what would stop you from getting in a serious relationship is that post clarity. Like if you hook up with a girl and then you like look at her little.
So if
funny.
you still are attracted to her after sex, she's the one.
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that that's something that is a luxury for a lot of people. It's not a given. So you should bag her. You should bag her. I mean, obviously, there's girls who have that too. I'm sure girls have some post-nut clarity too.
Post-bust clarity.
If guys can even make them nut, am I right, ladies? Am I right, ladies? Am I right, ladies?
Yeah, we need one of
we
those.
suck.
But we as men suck.
Men are trash.
We don't even make girls come.
I'm doing this for me, not you. I don't know what they like.
Oh,
okay.
damn. I wish.
He came in 2 minutes. Yeah, I let him smash after meeting him for 2 seconds.
Oh, darn it.
Right,
My
like
bad.
who's the clown here? Who's the clown here? Like, congratulations, your pussy's good.
Like we said about the Israel-Palestine conflict, 2 things can be true. there can be multiple clowns.
I do usually compare my sex life to the Israel-Palestine conflict
You see it. It's asymmetrical.
because I don't know what the fuck it is.
There's only one side that's winning consistently.
My God-given right
It's
to
also the wrong side.
Hey, man, it's a man's world.
It's a complicated issue. How about that?
It's very nuanced.
You wouldn't get it.
You wouldn't get
I
it.
pump millions of dollars into this
Unless
shit.
you've
How about
ever
that?
made a girl come, you wouldn't get Israel-Palestine conflict. Sorry.
Or this would be a good time to tell that story, but I don't.
Dude, no, we've talked about it long enough, and I feel like at this point I should just say it.
You know,
But-
it's good.
I'm going to go to the bathroom so I don't.
I can't say it though. I don't know if I want to say it
Why can't you?
because it's stand-up material. I don't want to say it on the show because here what did he say?
He said it's stand.
That's what I honestly
Are you
think.
doing a stand-up routine?
I mean, I don't plan on it, but if I ever do, I would definitely save this. And I don't want to say it on the show because we don't get paid like actual money, bro. Like if I had more of an incentive to say it, on
If you had an incentive, if you knew this was gonna get you a little bit more views,
yeah, exactly. But like it compromises so much, and it's like, dog, no, I'm good on that. But anyway, you guys should watch me do stand up if I do ever tell the story.
I'll do it.
You'll do it, stand up.
Yeah, find a place for me to do it. I'll do it.
You would start a riot by the end of this set. But anyway,
Coney Island breakfast for dinner is
No.
also
Wait.
eating when it's dark outside is like, I don't know what it does to me, but it
especially
makes
eating outside when it's dark outside and it's the
Okay.
white weather.
Okay.
It's
A midnight
good.
snack then.
Yes, it's amazing.
But we gotta go to it's me and my dad went to this place around the corner, Condado.
I just went. I was gonna tell you.
Oh, that was the place I told you
I was
to
gonna
go.
tell you. I don't think it was that good.
Did you go because I told you to go?
Yeah.
Oh,
You go to tapas. That was my
I'll say this. What I got like 3 tacos. 2 of them are good. 1 of them wasn't.
Exact same scenario.
But it was my fault. I didn't realize all the stuff that was in it. It was just some stuff in there I don't really like. I didn't realize. I got the one and it was like
Do you know how to read, dog? Sorry.
I didn't realize it was a soft shell taco with a hard shell in the inside.
That's the one I didn't like either.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I thought
that doesn't sound
I've had
that
a
good.
taco like that and it was okay
Yeah.
because it's like looks like if you put like chips in it. Or something.
Yeah.
And I've had I
I-
had one like that someplace and I liked it, but I didn't like it.
I
there.
like a Southwest burger that has like tortilla strips on it.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah. That's peak suburban white culture.
Oh, is it?
It is.
Yeah. It's not bad though.
It
I
tastes fine.
No,
but-
I'm proud of that. I'm not ashamed of that.
I'm not either.
I like those Southwest.
So you weren't a
burgers.
fan?
What's up?
You weren't a fan.
What are
of
you-
Condado.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't a big fan of Condado, and only because they didn't have, like, it's a taco place, but they didn't have like the actual taco shells that like authentic taco places
Oh,
have.
corn tortilla.
They
Yeah.
were fried corn tortillas. You know the
Yeah.
crunchy ones, like Taco Bell.
They had like no give.
No give. It was Taco Bell shell.
Okay,
It was
that's
like
not good.
Oh, look, I told you the reason I suggested it was because it's not that expensive,
Mhm.
and the drink menu looks
They
interesting.
did have a lot of tequila.
That's what I'm saying.
They did have a good amount of
that was
tequila.
see. I was looking at it from your perspective, but
That's true, but
I'll
yeah.
do better next time.
I think it was because the girl didn't drink.
Yeah.
I drank, but the girl didn't drink. So
See, I would think you can. This is interesting because I've never had a first date like this.
second date, but
Second date.
yeah.
Tapas. You know what tapas is? Spanish
Yeah.
style, where you you don't order an entree for yourself and the other person. You kind of get a bunch of different things for the table.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of like a bunch of different appetizers,
Yeah.
so you can handle like bites of everything.
Yeah. It's like dim sum for Mexican food.
Kind of Spanish, specifically Spanish.
Spanish food, yeah.
And that sounds like a good date idea to me.
It does, but I feel like that's a little.
It's expensive is
It's expensive.
that's what I think.
And that can almost give. I think when the date's too expensive in the beginning, it gives off like super romantic vibes, which can be kind of scary for some people.
That's on. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
That's
so you
interesting.
got to chill
Also,
out.
Okay, I understand.
I
that.
think even regardless of like, if you have money or not, you shouldn't go super expensive on a first date because it sets such a bad precedent.
Yeah, because you can't go down from that.
You can't. It's like if you pull up in a Rolls Royce, you can't ever pull up in your other car after that,
Yeah,
Damn.
unless your other car is
even if it's like a nice car. Unless it's what
it's like a
Hellcat?
Bentley or something. But no, I was also like, because even if I go on a date with a girl and let's say like I spend like $50 on both of our meals, right? I can go on another
each.
No. I mean like combined.
Oh.
I can go on another date that's less than that. I could go on a date that's more than that. If I start off
Yep.
on a date that's $150 total, $200
That's
total,
a high bar.
Too high of a bar.
that's what I'm
can see
saying.
that.
Because you can't take her back to that other place.
Yep.
I mean, if you guys end up dating,
It's like giving
then
her perk
eventually you
work
can.
on the first night. I'm not even.
Yeah, it's like that.
What? Am I tripping?
Not yet. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's like introducing her to your waka dealer on the first night
You see
and
it.
expecting her to smoke runts with you next time. Like, no, she wants the fucking walk or maybe some trees.
Yeah. You can't, nah, bro. But yeah,
I think I'm a trees man now.
what's
Are you?
It's
It's a different kind of syrup.
Yeah,
really?
I'm a trees guy.
I don't sip, so.
Notice how Max knows that and you don't. Me and Max, bro, you don't know what me and Max be getting into, bro.
Okay, first of all,
we be double cupping.
you're you're an
What do you think I've
Italian.
been drinking?
Okay, first of all, you're an Italian in blackface, and second of all, he fetishizes black culture.
I don't fetishize
So-
black culture.
I'm
Hey,
sorry.
hey, this guy. What the fuck?
This fucking guy.
This fucking guy, man.
What?
The fuck, man.
I have braids.
I don't sit
I
here
can
and
say
eat cold
whatever
cuts
I
all
want.
fucking day for you to do this, all right?
I have braids. I can say whatever I want about the black community.
I can say whatever I want about the Italian community. Capiche?
Okay, go for it. I think we all can
Yeah.
at this point.
Costa Nostra.
I don't work as a car mechanic for you to fuck me like this, all right? Hey, you talk like this in your mother's house?
You piece of shit.
You fucking piece of shit. You're disappointing your mother.
That's facts. But anyway, we were what were we talking? Oh yeah, going expensive on the first date.
Yeah, it's not a.
That's a terrible move. What's the most expensive first date you ever been on though?
I don't know if she paid.
For real?
No, I wish. I mean, technically, I went technically Andiamo, but that was our first date because I took her to homecoming.
That doesn't
That doesn't
count.
count. Our second date after that was like the movies. So no,
Uh-huh.
not that one. Movies. I went on a date a few months ago with this girl at some restaurant downtown. The date was. Well, I'm not gonna say that. The date was whatever. She's nice, but that wasn't. It was probably that one. It was probably like $50. Like,
That's not even that crazy.
Yeah.
I remember mine, dude. I went to a bar in Birmingham.
why?
She suggested it.
Yeah, I bet she did.
She suggested it. She was black.
Yeah,
What?
make his pockets hurt.
Oh yeah,
Hot girl summer.
yeah, dude. And I mean, I will say she is one of the better. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say
How
that.
much was it
It was $100.
for both of you?
Yeah,
Did you guys? So okay, how long?
Or wait,
ago
what was it?
it was.
Not the
I don't know.
Park Steakhouse.
I don't remember.
You were over 21 then.
I was over 21, so there was.
It was
like a-
Leo's.
There's like involved. Yeah. No, it was more. It was
Did it at
like,
least work?
it was
Did
100.
the date get you anywhere?
okay. First of all, it was more than 100, but it wasn't like 150. It was more than 100. It was like
It was like
100.
110 or something.
Yeah, 110, 120, and
Jesus Christ, dude. Holy shit.
yeah, I know. And did it work? Kinda. I can tell you guys more.
So not yes.
I can tell you guys more after the show. So yeah, not a full yes. No.
Okay,
Not a full
okay,
yes.
okay.
Yeah.
But I didn't go in there expecting like, well, if I pay $100, you have to have sex with me. I wasn't even expecting that.
That's your problem.
But
Kidding.
Oh yeah, okay. But I
If it's
do-
a girl that I just want to have sex with, why am I paying for a date? Anyway.
no, I legitimately like this girl, and I think we had a lot in common. But I did do that, and I took her on a date, and afterwards it was like I think I set a bad precedent. And keep in mind, I'm pretty sure she had more money than me, like 99% sure. Like not even just personally, I think family too.
Oh yeah.
So it was like
a pocket watch?
not even pocket watching in the slightest,
Holy
but
shit.
not pocket watching in the slightest. But you know what? Fuck y'all. I hate y'all.
Now you know how I feel. You guys do this to me for the first 20 minutes of every fucking episode.
Because you're so uninformed.
Nigga, no, I'm not. I'm sorry. I don't know about fucking Israel the way you guys do. I'm sorry.
Whoops.
Okay, yeah, geez. Anyway,
And you can't
You're
speak
so
on-
anti-Semitic. It's insane.
It really. This is what we're talking about.
what we're
This is
talking
what
about.
we're talking about when we talk about the rise in anti-Semitism.
Yeah,
It's
you're
me.
actually disgusting. Yes.
It's literally all my fault.
It's around every corner. You have to look
I saw a headline
deep
that
in your
said,
friends.
like, I might have mentioned this before, but I saw a headline that said, like, anti-Semitic crimes in Germany at an all-time high. I'm like, how?
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
They weren't crimes.
I guess
It
true.
wasn't.
That's a
true.
very good point.
That is true.
Damn, you're smart.
Damn.
See, you
Are
gotta
you
think about
Jewish? You're really smart.
this. These are horrific tropes you're portraying.
They call me rich and smart.
Yes, I'm rich and a genius.
You're Jewish? Okay. So what should I do with my Robinhood account? Because it's getting tanked.
Anyway,
You're gonna want to hold.
Are you guys done giving me the Gabe treatment? I'm telling a story. Anyway, yeah, I paid all the money for the date, and then I still talk to her every now and then, but nothing ever panned out. Yeah, end of the story.
Sad.
Very sad.
What did you get? What steak?
What did I get?
Yeah.
I forgot. I think I got a sandwich.
Sandwich? How much was this damn sandwich?
It was a lot. It was more than a damn
The
sandwich.
Italian part of me is shaking right now.
Yeah, you go up the fucking block. You get my boy Rodrigo. He can get you a better.
You ever been to Sal's?
But-
to
man.
Sal's.
But
Sal's,
but this is what
Sal's makes their own mayonnaise.
Oh my god, this is where the show gets insane.
He's
Okay.
a cat in his deli.
I think we're overstaying our welcome. You guys are going nuts. All right, so you guys are definitely losing.
Well, I didn't even get to take my first date.
What?
I think it was like 4
No, I
years
didn't.
old.
I didn't spend any money. I'm trying to think of the most expensive date I ever went on, or like meal I paid for, or even we paid for.
Okay, but you.
I'm trying
You guys
to.
aren't normal.
I understand.
You
I understand that.
Max, you're in love.
I'm just saying how much money I spent on food.
Okay. Yes.
Not more than 100. I'm
Damn.
gonna say $70.
And you date her. Like that's.
I understand.
I have, it just
just to
wasn't
be
the first
part of the
date.
conversation.
no, I'm saying like that's good.
Oh yeah.
Like you haven't spent more than $100, and
No.
you have her like on lock.
Yeah, no.
Like that's what's crazy, you know.
Yeah.
Am I a simp?
No.
I don't know. I think Max just lays it down. Pause.
Okay.
Just saying.
Gotcha.
No need for that. Pause.
I guess if she has nothing to compare it to, he probably does lay it down.
Yeah.
I would guess. But anyway.
Let's not sell myself short here.
Anyway, what?
I'm a good guy.
You're a great guy. All right, let's go.
He's like that guy in that Twitter video I showed you.
No, I'm not.
Oh yeah, no.
Well, I mean, maybe he's a nice person.
They have no idea what we're talking about. So can you guys please act like you're on a show?
Oh, I think they know.
Okay.
They have no idea.
They have
Just
zero
think about the
idea.
video. The guy wakes up the lady's son. You know exactly what I'm talking
If
about.
you know that, then you know.
If you know, you know. Push your T.
Okay. Can we get back to the show? So
So that taco place was not good.
taco place was not good, but I do think it was a decent idea for a date. Because not only was it not too expensive, but the food wasn't that good too. So now
Okay,
she
well, how
doesn't
about
expect
this?
me to have good.
Is there? I have a question.
And it's a cool looking place.
I have a question.
Like we did eat outside. It was nice.
Yeah.
Is there a way to have a first date that doesn't involve spending money on a meal?
On a meal?
Like
On a
could
meal?
like a lot of money on a meal? Could you be like, I want to do something different?
No, yes. If you like, let's say you meet a girl at the gym, you can go rock climbing.
That's good. That's good.
That's
good.
normal. But if you meet a girl who's not athletic, you can't do that.
Is there a way to
It's
like
embarrassing.
because I'm assuming this is like through dating apps or whatever. Is there a way to suggest something that isn't a meal that's like you not skimping out on spending money, but is there a way to do something different that you don't have to?
I mean, it's hard right now,
Yeah.
pandemic, because you could really do like concert that's not expensive. Like there's a lot of
Oh,
low key
that's-
concerts that you could get away with like $15 tickets. And honestly, like if you just watch the music, that's probably less than you pay for on the date. So there's you can get creative. I mean, if you say let's go to the park, you're gonna look really broke.
That looks bad.
That looks bad.
Okay.
Yeah, but it depends if you're like an outdoorsy person. Like if you meet her, it also depends on where you meet the person. Like if you
How
meet
much
them-
you've texted before? Like
How
if you
much you
text her
texted?
before asking her on a date.
Yeah.
Okay.
It also depends on what they like. Like if they like hiking, you can get away with that.
Yeah, I've done
Okay.
that before.
You really have. That's weird to me because I feel like it'd be if I were a girl, I'd feel unsafe.
Yeah,
going
that's
in a
under- yeah.
secluded area.
Well, we knew each other. And it was just the first date we went on, but we've known
Okay.
each other for a while, so it was.
When friends turn to lovers, I love it. Okay.
I mean, it didn't go. We only
About
went on a
the
couple
zoo?
dates.
Is zoo good?
That's a good date.
The zoo can be
Depending on
pretty
the
good,
girl.
but the zoo can be expensive as hell too.
Expensive as shit. The
Yeah.
food there.
Food, yeah, and it's the worst food ever.
Yeah.
I mean, they got a Buddy's Pizza
They do have Buddy's Pizza now.
Since
But-
when?
And American Coney Island.
and American Coney Island.
Since when?
For the Coney's been there forever.
Yeah.
The Buddy it has been there at least
I
like
didn't
5
know
6
that.
years.
Oh damn, I'm out the loop. Damn, sorry.
I went to the zoo a few months ago. It was cool.
I haven't been in years.
Yeah, it's in my grandma's house.
But yeah, you can do the zoo, and I think one that's really that I like to do is Eastern Market, like not as like a date, but just as like an activity, you know?
That's a good idea. Good
Yeah,
idea.
that's
Yeah.
fun. So
Yeah, Eastern Market's cool. On like a Saturday though? Like
yeah,
a Saturday.
like on a nice day. Yeah, nice.
I'm
it-
just saying when it's crowded.
So
on
it
Saturday.
seems
yeah,
like
when it's crowded. Yeah,
it seems like, and not to say there's anything wrong with it, but there seems like you're spending money either way
of course.
to show, not even just to because you so someone can get something for free, but to show that you're willing to do something for someone else right off the bat. You know what I'm saying?
Well, just and to show that you're willing to have fun. Like there are a lot of guys who are just so cheap that they become not like your dad's like that. Like my dad's like that. Like we know
My dad's.
yeah, your dad. Like bro.
All right, yeah.
It's just to show that you're not like
Nah, my dad's not.
I mean, all of our dads aren't like that all the time, but dads are cheap as fuck.
Dads are cheap.
Men are cheap as hell.
Yeah.
So it's basically to show that you're capable of having fun and not afraid to do something that's costs
Interesting.
money.
Interesting.
Yeah. I did want to ask,
Yeah.
if you guys if we're done with this topic.
We're like, I'm wrapping up. You
Next
guys can bring up
topic.
anything you want on the show.
We did kind of bring up the mask thing.
Yeah.
How do you think this is gonna play out this summer? Because niggas in Detroit aren't getting vaccinated. That shit's not changing. Because this should just be a shit
Rated
show.
Zave said you should get vaxxed, but okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and
it's just not gonna happen though.
it's just what's gonna what is this gonna be really bad with the COVID rates, or is it? I think it might be manageable. Because so many other people have been vaccinated. It's like how many people are?
I think it will be manageable, and
people
I
are getting it more.
also think that people who get it won't even know they have it. Like maybe old people will, but like people aren't even gonna realize they have it. So
Exactly.
I don't think it will be that bad.
Well, because I've went places like I went to that. Okay, this is lame, but me and my friends were bored. We went to that carnival in Rochester.
Oh, I saw that in your story.
Yeah, and it was outside, so I didn't wear a mask. And I went to CVS with no
Stop
mask.
fiddling
on.
with your mic. I can
sorry.
hear it. You're
Yep.
good.
I went to CVS with no mask on, but everyone else had one, so I felt like a dick. So I put it back on. I went to Kroger to pick up groceries.
Yep.
And like places where I know I don't have to wear a mask and I'm fine. I'm comfortable not wearing one at this point.
But you don't want to look
But
like
I don't want to be the only person not wearing one.
I don't know. There was my little brother had prom this weekend, which was like it wasn't an actual prom. It was just like they had food trucks in the courtyard, at high school.
Yeah.
And no one was wearing masks. It was the first time I've been in
Well,
a
that's prom.
What do you mean?
Like you shouldn't have to wear a mask at prom. You know?
I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying it's the first place I've been.
Oh yeah.
Where most people, if not, no one was wearing a mask. Like me and my brother walked up wearing masks.
Yeah.
And we were the only ones.
Yeah. When I went to
And
Kendado's, no one was wearing a mask.
Yeah, it was a little weird, but like, there's no need. We're all vaccinated,
I mean, hey, I've been vaccinated, and again, so
It's just weird. It's not.
You know that like Metro Detroit news page.
Yep.
Or whatever.
News
like,
and crime in D.
Yeah, it's like any of those pages. They talked about when the Gretchen Whitmer made that announcement a few days ago. They posted it, and they post like bullet points of the general idea of what all this means. And a lot of the comments were people like, "So COVID's just gone, yada yada yada." And I think so many people, because Detroit's one of the least vaccinated cities, and like if you stay in your own bubble and stuff, and your bubble isn't getting vaccinated, I don't think they realize how many people are vaccinated. I think they think it's like 5% of people in the country. I don't think they realize.
It's like 60, isn't it?
I know, but I'm saying I don't think they realize that most people are vaccinated. Just because the people they know aren't, and the people they know aren't even considering it. So they're like,
I'm over it. If they don't want to get it, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't
nothing
care.
to
Like,
do
at
about
this
it.
point, it's like we can't just keep living in fear.
The only public
I'm over
health
it.
concern I think would be that there's more potential for a new variant to evolve or something.
Yep.
and I mean,
and-
doctors, it just if you have to deal with more COVID patients, I get it. It's annoying.
Yeah. But I kind of agree that like, what's supposed to happen now? You can't mandate people get their vaccination.
Nope. And you can't appeal. I mean, it's over.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yep.
So
Yep.
if you're not vaccinated, I'm sorry. But how does your dad feel about the mask mandate, Max?
Mine?
Yeah.
He's all vaccinated. He doesn't care.
So like, does he wear his mask in public? Have you been out anywhere?
I mean, he's still. My family was very strict, so
Okay.
I'm sure they'll keep it on just for secure, like just for.
Do you?
I'm asking because my father made it a point to not wear his mask at Home Depot.
Oh, did he?
He was the only one not wearing it, but like he made it a point. Like I was wearing one.
This
is ridiculous, but okay.
I can totally picture.
Of course, yes, he's that guy. But yeah,
No, he would be. When we went to Dairy Queen a few weeks ago with my dad, and someone was not wearing their mask, and
that. Dairy Queen outside.
he said you should wear your mask. No, it was inside. We were inside ordering.
there's some Dairy Queens inside.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
The ones
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, in the suburbs, there's actually this thing.
Nigga, shut up! The one I'm thinking about is in the suburbs. Isn't that one of the crappiest? It's not like a
And
vault.
there's also no glass above the counter.
Okay, that was really funny. When there was one time where Gabe was like, "Isn't it weird that
Oh, he
in the
stopped-
suburbs, Little Caesars doesn't have glass?"
You
in
went-
front
you
of
went by the
cash
Little
register?"
Caesars.
I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I could rob these niggas clean, bro.
Yeah.
I honestly, I felt the urge to rob them.
I think he went to the one in Kigo. Is that where you went to?
No, I think the one at Maple and Losser.
Oh yeah,
It was one.
Yeah,
It's
I was
like,
like,
a liquor store right there and a bunch of stuff. There.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, I'd never.
I didn't even know
I didn't know they had glass in front of Little Caesars.
I didn't know they had
Dude, they have
bulletproof glass at the pizza store.
I'll say this: the Murder Mac has glass. That's the only McDonald's that probably has glass on.
Wow, the Murder Mac. The Murder Mac.
Jeez.
You didn't know what you know about that?
I know about the
course.
Murder Mac. I'm just
Yeah.
not surprised they have bulletproof glass when it's called the Murder Mac.
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole area is just rough. I have friends that live. A lot of kids from Western live over there,
Yeah.
and it's rough.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Anyway, he was at Dairy Queen without glass.
Yeah.
Yeah. And someone didn't,
Dairy Queen.
someone didn't have his mask on. He got pissed or something.
Yeah, he was like, put your mask on.
Yeah.
Like he's not
that guy.
he's not. To be clear, all fathers are also obnoxious.
Yeah.
But he was obnoxious.
I don't care that much
Yeah.
to tell somebody. Even like no matter how bad the COVID thing was and how serious
I would
early
never
on
tell-
to it,
I would never tell.
I don't have the energy to
Yeah,
tell
same. I would never do.
I went to the gas station out your guys' way yesterday when I was with
Oh yeah.
and because
you linked
they asked
up?
for water. Yeah,
Yeah.
we linked up. Me and
They literally
They
linked
linked
up.
up.
We
I
did, we
literally
did.
Sneed It.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
guys should watch or listen to the Bradman breakdown.
Yeah,
Just
it's
Sneed
out
It.
already. The episode we did.
Yeah, it is.
But just listen to it. Period.
guys sneed it.
Listen to it.
Anyway, when I went to get water because we were hooping and it was hot.
Yeah.
And there was a guy who walked in. Obvious Trump supporter, probably racist. About 6'6", 6'7", big white guy with his son. He actually was talking to me for a minute, so maybe he wasn't racist. But
How do you know he's a Trump guy?
come on.
Okay.
Because when he came in, he was like, "Do I have to wear this mask?" And the guy was like, "Nah, you good." And he was like, "Thank fucking God." He was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
And his son had one. His son was probably like 8. He was like, "You take that bullshit off, Billy."
He said that?
Yeah, I don't think his name was Billy, but he's like, "You take that bullshit off."
you.
Damn.
I'm like, this nigga's been
Tristan.
waiting
Yeah.
over a year to say that.
Yeah, damn.
It is cool watching basketball, and the arenas are full.
Yeah, that is cool.
Madison Square Garden
Yeah.
is full.
That is cool. A lot of girls getting flown out now, too.
Yeah, it's scary.
Ooh.
Alhamdulillah.
All the airline prices are back to normal.
Nature is healing.
They're not completely, but
Really? Okay. Well.
I mean, yeah, I'm about to pay for my flight when I get home.
So, y'all, I know we're getting towards the end of the show, but I do want to say I'm excited for everything opening back up. And there also is one last topic I do want to bring up just to prove that I'm not who you make me out to be on the show. There was rumors that Travis Scott and Kylie Jenner are in an open relationship.
Yeah, I saw that.
Wow.
Just saying, bosses do what's necessary. That's all I'm saying. I've never been in an open relationship though, so I'm just saying this. But
You have.
it's
She
not.
was the. Never mind.
That's fucking hilarious, dude. Oh my god. Okay, Gabe, you done? You done?
Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
That was inappropriate. I
just kidding.
apologize.
I'm just kidding. But anyway, yeah, just to prove that I'm not who you guys make me out to be, they were rumored to be in an open relationship. Not that I care what they do, but you know.
Does nigga think we care?
Yeah.
about
Well, I mean, I guess I am stupid, dumb, and ugly at the end of the day. I guess so. Well, anyways, is there anything else you guys want to talk about, bring up?
I don't know.
All right.
R.I.P. again, Mr. Miura.
R.I.P. Kentaro Miura. Can't say it enough. So, like they called me out for, I will be updating the playlist once again. Didn't think you guys would notice. I actually forgot.
I did not notice.
But I will be doing that. So, sorry for being stupid, dumb, and ugly once again. And thank you for tuning in. Please tune into these next few episodes because there are a very limited amount before things change up and he leaves. And the next episode, knock on wood, we will be having special guests. So, be sure to tune into that. And one more thing.
I love you. We love you all.
Yeah, we love you guys. We love you guys. So thank you for tuning in. And also, yeah, there will be clips from last episode going up. Just the whole episode didn't go up because it is a premium episode. So listen
Why?
listen to it on
I actually
audio.
don't remember it that way. Was it that
Okay,
bad?
no, we don't bring it up again.
Yeah,
so.
just listen to it on audio. But yes, so once again, thank you for tuning in to another beautiful episode, and we will see you guys next time. Peace. What's the Roadcaster at?
140.
Damn.
Why?